and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Toronto?
Here.
Carrico?
Here.
Lundberg?
Here.
Breakovic?
Here.
Jeremini?
Here.
Ingram?
Here.
Mack?
Here.
Wait for somebody else to talk. Approval of the agenda, but I'd like to, before we approve it, move the beautification in pending business up to call to the public. Do I need to get a motion?
So
Motion
under,
to approve the agenda with the modification.
under,
Second?
excuse me, wait, I have a question.
Yeah, sorry.
So 10C?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Move that one
Okay.
up to, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
Tennessee, sir.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, Mitch.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of minutes. Approval of the regular minutes from May 16th.
From what I read, they were fine, but when I wasn't here, so maybe I should. Wasn't maybe.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Molly. Have to learn everybody's last names without looking at the paper. All in favor, say aye. Approval of the work session meetings from May 10th.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, chairman report communications to the board. I don't have anything, and what I do will be addressed in all of the public, so. So we will have our calls to the public.
Hello, I'm Julie Miller.
You gotta go to the mic.
I didn't stand that long.
I get it, right? Or
can take
do we
the
bring the
mic
mic to her?
You can take the mic with you if you want. Or
Okay, she can bring it to you. Oh, there, there's a
Yes,
portable.
ma'am, please and thank you.
There you go.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm Julie Miller, Chair of Beautification, 2612 Brisbane, Wolverine Lake, Michigan. My health decided to take a vacation this year, and so beautification was kind of put on hold. But the council hired, Andy had gotten a couple bids, the council had hired a company to plant and maintain the planters for this year, but next year they would like to have beautification reinstated. That's when I was talking to Dave Gilliam, our administrator. So, I'd still like to stay ahead of beautification, and by fall, I will be putting out all kinds of things on the internet to generate, hopefully, volunteers, and see if the board wants to be anything, because if it doesn't, then Mike said, or anyways, he said that they will hire another company to do the rest of the work. The only problem I see is it doesn't take much to plant or to maintain. The problem is the watering. When I was beautification with Van Guida, I had to haul jugs of water to every planter. I can't see asking volunteers to do that. The DPW does have a water tank, yet in all the years it's never really been used. So if anybody does take over beautification, that I want them to know ahead of time, watering is major holdback. So beautification, what started was, I was on Parks and Rec, and signs were really bad, so Parks and Rec, they did the signs, and then beautification kind of stepped up, and then we did the planters from scratch, all the way up from dirt to mulch, and this year should have been planting, but unfortunately, I do apologize that they took a crap and they looked bad. That didn't look good for beautification or the village, and I apologize. So, and then I have this wonderful volunteer here, so maybe if we can get some more. I'm just leaving that at your footsteps, so you guys kind of know what's going on. There is a berm back here that has all the plants that came from all the planters that were planted back there, that can still be used and accessed. It does need to be weeded. I guess that wasn't part of the maintenance agreement. I was talking with Lori. So there's a couple of things we could do, but I'd like to also, when it goes out for volunteers and stuff, I'd like to see what other people might like to have done as beautification in the village, because, you know, I'm one person, and, you know, there's other people with different ideas, and it could really be a fantastic group, and congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you.
Lori, your appointment to chair, awesome job. Miss and love y'all, but that's about it. And then this young lady, she's one of the volunteers.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Thank
So
you,
I
Julie,
did-
and the volunteer. Thank you
I'm
for
Amanda Long,
everything you do.
nice to meet you. I
Hi,
live
Amanda.
at 1730 Shankin. Yeah, I just voiced my opinion on what I seen, and summers past, I thought it looked a little bit more, done up. So I just put it out there. I've only lived here for 3 years, so I'm kind of learning the ropes. But yeah, I put a call out for volunteers before me and Lori had discussed today, and I got quite a few people contacting me saying that they would volunteer to plant and do other things, and I think a watering schedule by neighborhood and closest to those landmarks can be done. I use the Wolverine Lake Ladies Group a lot, and so I think we can definitely get people to plant, and there was people offering to donate flowers as well if we didn't have enough in the berm back here that we're using currently. So yeah, I'm just down to help. I love it here.
Great, thank you. That's great.
Well, you've got all that on the, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to be the chair of beautification. I mean,
I think that I would like to spend some time with you until fall to kind of learn how that works and what the different steps are and what would entail further to build up more people to be involved.
I would be honored.
Before I would just be like, yeah, sure, you know what I mean? So I feel like trading information, maybe like hanging out and like figuring out what you do before I took on that responsibility.
I'd be honored. Anytime you're
Okay,
free,
cool.
I'm basically home now, so
All right.
anytime you have some, I'll get my phone number and my email, I can write it down for
Okay.
you.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, and we'll get together. Is that okay with the board?
Great, yeah.
Because we are a subcommittee under them, because I was on Parks and Rec, and then beautification kind of came up because of the sign, it was pretty bad.
Sure.
So we kind of just lumped it all together.
The one thing that I did want to bring up again, if we had came up with anything further with maintenancing that corner at Decker and South Commerce and keeping that mowed on a regular basis, are we in contact with anybody for that yet?
That is privately, since that's private property, the village can only force cut it once it's past
6 inches.
6 inches.
Okay.
And so they
6 inches
literally
isn't bad
take,
in the summer.
they literally
It's
measure
over
it.
that now.
So once it's done, then the village can hire a private firm to go cut it if the owner is not maintaining it.
And we would have to pay for that?
Then the village assesses a fine to the owner.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
but it is a ordinance in the code.
Okay.
So that they, I think it was done about 2019. But that's the way it works. And that's, yeah, because
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah, and it's right across the street from the Wall Lake sign, so I just
Yeah.
want it to be like looking good, because the Wall Lake sign is quite large on that other side, or that corner, so I just wanted us to be represented, like, well, you know.
Yeah, I felt really bad when the painters kind of looked grumpy.
So are we getting and hiring those people to do that this year? Is that a full-time job and they'll handle the watering and we don't have to?
Supposedly, the maintenance goes with plants that they planted in the planters.
Okay,
They started last week. They
okay.
started planting
If
last
it
week.
does not include watering, then I guess DPW is going to have to step up to the plate and pull up their signs and suck it up.
Yeah, so I think moving forward, I mean, I think we can get a good game plan going.
I would love to, I'd be honored. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
It's nice to know the youngsters are coming up through the group
Yeah,
and they got great ideas and things to progress further and,
Yeah, I'm totally into it. Yeah, you're very welcome.
well, thank you very much. I feel blessed. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will, Lori has my iPhone@yahoo.com, 2 E's.
Perfect.
Okay.
You just message you, is
Yeah.
that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, because she's got your phone number.
You have Facebook as well?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I just kind of look at everybody, that, you know.
You open another whole can of worms.
Yeah, we'll put you in technology.
It's all good. I try.
Yeah, well, we can message through there too, so,
Oh.
yeah. And just so you,
Lori can show me, Candy can show me, Margaret can show me.
yeah.
I have an email, and if you do that, or if you do a text to my phone number, I know that comes to me too.
Okay, or I can just call you. Let's
Okay.
plan on maybe getting together after the 4th of July. Is that cool?
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, so thanks, guys, for your time, really appreciate it. And then we may have a new start here on the horizon.
She's like, darn, I wish Lori would never responded to my
I'm
comment.
so grateful, I really am, because you were like right on it, and because I like have no clue, you know? So when you explained it, and even I was like trying to sweet talk Lori, I was like, so what are they gonna do? If we just show up over there and put some flowers on the ground, right? She's like, oh, let's wait. I was like, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has to go through
Yeah,
a
yeah.
process and,
So I did talk to Dave when I was up here today, and he said, he talked to Andy, who's our head of the DPW, and what's not in the contract, and what Julie sort of brought up, was here at the village. So the planter here at the village is not covered under that contract. Or like she said, weeding the berms or moving stuff around, she knows more than I do. So that is an option. He said that volunteers could come in and do that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to look to see
Any
what
electric signs?
we're dealing with back there.
All this, whatever's at the electric signs now are what's there.
Okay.
They're not adding anything
I didn't
else.
see it. I haven't-
yes,
Oh,
as far as.
it is.
Yeah, I saw the other signs and I was like,
Yeah.
man.
So we did notice that the one, you know, down at Taylor Miller doesn't have any, but I figure it's for the
That's my application.
Yeah, well, that was-
Yeah. Like the back door out there for like different holidays and stuff like that.
She sent me a good one.
That's our, I mean, that would be a good place to start, seeing as how that is our, you know, most popular sign.
Oh, that's what I
Since
mentioned
we
in my
have coming and going
post,
people here at the
yeah.
village too,
sure.
so I think that would be a perfect.
And they used to put like 4th of July, like flag-ish type stuff up on the entryway up into the,
For years, Debbie Malvin would just spend her own money and plant,
Yes, she did.
and that was just how it was managed. And then last year, Julie picked it up. But in terms of decoration, sometimes, I know they have some, but sometimes they need to be prodded a little bit to do it. Okay. And that might be helpful.
For sure. I just figured my post might get people talking.
Well, it did. I didn't answer because I thought, nope. Mama said, you can't say nice things, you don't do nothing at all. Because it's kind of bad stuff, and I thought it was bad, but it's all in advance.
Yeah.
So, but I look forward to meeting with you and having some good ideas. You've got a wonderful board to work with.
Thank you.
And you don't have to be on the board here to run beautification.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice to meet everyone.
Thank you for volunteering.
But you can.
Yeah. Never know.
Well, it's easier because if you do have a meeting, and that's one of the reasons, if you do have a meeting, you can throw your stuff in at the Parks and Rec meeting, so you don't have to have your own. It saves another day of the month.
No, but if beautification gets going again, I'm the liaison, so we'll just meet and I can meet
Yeah,
too,
Mark
and then
will
I'll,
be your
you're past
go-to
it.
buffer.
Okay, cool.
So, it's fun.
Nice. All right, guys, well, thank you very much. I'm going to ride my bike home then. I will see y'all.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.
I'll see you this year. All righty, take care.
Yeah. Thank you. You as well.
Stay safe, okay?
You too. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Julie.
Have a fun, safe ride.
I don't think so. No, maybe you can.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
do we have any new business to discuss? I should have watched a meeting so I knew what to say.
There's the new business of Gabe being here. Hello, everybody. I'm new, in case you didn't notice. There's a new body here in a chair.
You guys are gonna be like 12 viewers at the moment.
Yeah, we're connecting with 12.
He's going to get more.
All 12.
We're like, wow, we got 13.
If we break 20, we know it's because of Gabe.
Send some shout outs out there. You got some friends to watch. I'm going to be watching. It's going to be a good meeting tonight.
The highest watched Elm Village meeting ever. Just watch.
There's no commercials either,
I should get some advertising.
for now.
Oh, budget.
Continue business. A, spring garage sale.
It happened. We had about 15 houses or 20 houses, but then we also had an entire section over Heron Hills area or something like that. Basically, the entire condominium section, just all of them did it. So, yeah.
Well, the spring one's not as popular as the summer one.
Well, we just threw it in there this year to see if people like to do it and get rid of some of their COVID stuff.
On to B, the 5K race.
I think it went pretty well, being it was like the first one, and I had no idea what I was doing whatsoever.
It did turn.
It was great.
I think you did a great job, Diane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. I think everyone loved it. We need to keep doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it was great.
And it's only gonna get bigger. That's the answer. It's only gonna get bigger.
I think so for the first go around, and I already booked it for next Memorial weekend.
Sweet.
That Saturday.
What was the final count of participants?
I don't know. I don't
There was probably
remember.
like
So a little
50.
over 40,
At least
a
Yeah,
little over 40 adults and then 30 kids, 20 kids?
I think it was 29 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Now that we're
but,
doing it.
you know, and I wasn't really sure how to promote it, but there's things that we could do next year rather than having Paige and Tabitha collect money. There's a company that actually will do it. And then they can just help maybe pass out the shirts like the night before with the bib numbers and stuff like that. So he's going to help me do it next year for promoting it better. So I think we'll get a much better turnout. So anyway, I think it's good. Thanks. Yeah, I like the warm-up. I like the art on the walkway. It was great. I had a lot of comments about that.
Awesome. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the
Yeah.
work out there.
Yeah, that was great.
Were you part of the artwork?
No, I actually had people walk up to me and say, "This was great. I hope you do it again next year."
Yeah, a
It's
lot
not
of
like
people
we
were asking.
Get that very often.
Yeah.
So they want to see it again. So
So, okay. There you have it. I still have to collect some money that I just haven't had time to go do it. So I do have some funds coming in for that, so try and get that this week.
If you need some muscle,
I said, "Do you need an enforcer?"
you
or
know,
something?
Yeah,
right here.
I think that would be a good money.
Watch out there.
Money. Okay, I'm done.
C, zoo bus trip. Kathy?
I guess I didn't have a chance to call, but you said there's like about 22, 21?
There was 21, yeah.
21 schedule. So I did confirm on the website that we only needed 15, so it's a go.
Okay.
And Lori, thank you, brought it to my attention. I reread about the bus. And unfortunately, your chairman here made not the best decision. We chose the 44 passenger, and I read it wrong. I thought the 44 had the lift for handicap, and it doesn't. It was the 41. The 44 is the school bus. So if people were going to come wanting to use a wheelchair lift, we can't. I don't know if Tabitha can do anything about it. I can try and contact her tomorrow to see if there's a way to change it, just in case, and if there's some last-minute people. But the date for closing is actually the 23rd, which is Thursday, a week prior to, because we need to have our funds into the zoo 3 days prior to the event.
Yeah, they have a special gate.
Pardon me?
They have a special gate for large parties and stuff. So
And a couple things, because I did try to talk it up at Tuesdays in the Park. I was asked, yes, anybody ask you? Yes, they can bring lunches and they can bring coolers. Your friends, Linda, particularly in town, asked that. They can bring the coolers. And then someone came up to us and said they were members. And I thought, I guess if you're part of the village, you could come. But I went on the website, and anybody with membership benefits has to do something separately. They are not part of our group, according to the group sales. So I did find that out. So
I remembered to sign up myself, and I will, due to previous ideas, I will have cards ready, and it'll just say like, bus chairman with my phone number on it, so people can contact me, and I know there'll be a list for me to contact people off, with cell phone numbers in case they don't come to the bus near 3 o'clock, I might start calling, so people can get back on time. But I'm excited, hopefully we'll have good weather.
Yeah.
That's it.
The monkeys don't care.
I'm excited because the Penguarian is open. You know, they repaired the Penguarian.
Yeah,
And so it's
yeah,
open,
that's gonna
and I'm
be
looking
cool.
forward to that, and there is no special time. At one time, a couple years ago, you did have to sign up because it was so popular to go in at a reserved time, but that's no longer the key. So I was going to tell people, you know, it was going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really good.
Yeah, I went a few weeks ago. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the penguins.
So I'm looking forward to it, too.
I
Oh,
always
come
get
on.
nervous.
The smelly part was the best part about the old one, though.
What time does it leave?
It leaves Claire Miller at 9
Nice.
and comes, and we're going to leave the zoo at 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Tuesdays in the park.
Hey, for our first one, I thought it went pretty good since we didn't, and I was pleasantly surprised that the 2 inflatables, one of them wound up being for the little bit larger children, which I didn't think it was going to be for the larger children, so I was really, really pleased by that. And I want to thank you guys for helping set up the extra games. They were played, and you were out there helping, thank you, Gabe, get some of the kids going on that, and I think that was really nice. And as everybody's aware, I will not be here for the next one, so I'd appreciate if you could do that again, because right now it's only the Nature Center that we have, and I think children like games. And Diane, since you've helped with crafts before, and maybe looking at supplies you have, maybe we can get a craft table out of things to do.
Okay.
We talked about like the spin art or sand. We have a couple boxes of frames in there. Maybe we can use them, the kids can use the frames, frame something with them, maybe kind of go through what we have. Because I think in order to get,
You can do a few different crafts, probably.
that's what I mean. I mean,
what's
I think to
left over in there.
get, you know, all these
Might be
kids
the spinner.
in the past, they want activity, and they're not gonna, and some are gonna want to, and it is nice, they listen to the nature, and that part's wonderful, but I think we have to have something, activity or for children in general. So,
And I happened to go to Kroger, and they had their chalk, 48-box chalk, 60% off, so I have to.
oh, wonderful. Thank you. Great idea. Great idea. And other than that, and as before, we did not get the extra grants that we were trying to get. Those, all the dates that we were trying for our Tuesdays in the park, ironically, were already taken. There are other things that we can do throughout the whole year, so it isn't just in the summer. So maybe at another time, we can sit down and discuss if there's something we want to do in the fall. There's movie nights. We can maybe do something at Richardson Center, or Glow in the Dark was one of the ideas that they had. So we still have 3, but maybe we need to sit down and think about what we can do. And particularly when the summer's over, maybe a fall activity.
Well, did you
That's a
see,
good idea.
like, at Lakes area, they had like a little walk-through thing through the woods in Lakes area. So would we be able to do something like that at the Richardson Center, maybe?
I don't know, possibly, but I mean, in this grant, they have specific guidelines that we got. It's through Oakland County.
Okay.
And, which was nice, which they're opening up for. So we just have to kind of work with them and find out what we can do. But if that'd be, I don't know, why not?
There's like kind of like a glow in the dark, like maze, like one of those, like, what was it, like what do they call it, interactive
Like, here,
nature walk type of thing.
like their
They used to
suggestions
do
were,
one years ago in the village, like a Halloween,
Yes, yeah, like something like that.
but that was before my time, but I always heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, they built like a walkthrough. I remember, because when I was back in school, I remember helping it back in like 2011.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun, but I remember it being a lot of work because I remember helping them build that up. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool back then.
Where'd they do it at?
Claire Miller. It was like a big tent, essentially, like
Did it burn
really,
as well,
really big
burn?
tent.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody,
What, it burned?
yeah, some arson came in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before they even opened.
it was an arson.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that kind of,
This extra grant is called POPS. It stands for Public Outreach Program. And some of the ideas, they said, one was like Ready, Set, Play. And it can do like indoor multi-station events for all ages. You can do old school games, glow games. So these are things that we want to do. That's, I'm thinking, Richardson Center. They have community hikes, a naturalist, different things like that. There's a movie night. Those are just Tuesdays and Wednesday evenings. There's the Expedition Adventure. That's what we were trying to get to make our Tuesdays in the park with more options is what we were trying. So we can maybe put our thinking caps on in another session. I'll try and get maybe more ideas and talk about too, more specific, narrow it down.
Or even combining a couple, like you said, like,
We could, we were eligible for 3, and unfortunately, all 3 of ours,
Oh, so we
Those dates they
technically have
chose.
3 more, correct?
well,
Technically.
those are the dates we gave them for those,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
I know, I
Yeah.
meant for,
So we'll see what we can do. And I have ordered things for the next Tuesday in the park. They've been
When's the
ordered.
date for the next Tuesday?
It's July 7th, July 12th. Tuesday, July 12th is the next Tuesday in the park. And then the August is August 23rd.
Yeah, put that on my calendar. So.
All right. Thank you, that's it.
summer garage sale.
it's a garage sale.
You don't have any
I figure that out, then I don't know what to tell you.
be prepared, it's gonna be big.
There'll be
It's
a
gonna be
flyer like usual, and the same things will happen that happened for the spring one. But usually this one's bigger, partially because it's also it kind of coincides with the national garage sales. Supposedly, like you can go from, we're not a part of it, but there's like a section where you can just go from like town to town, and every town has a garage sale going kind of thing. But,
Well, if you're a garage sailor, that would be like,
yeah.
yeah.
H, fishing contest.
Yeah. Me. Yeah, so I sent everyone an email. Gabe, I don't think you were on it just yet, sorry. I can get your email and send it to you after. I sent a new flyer I made for it. I used Canva website to help with like design, worked out. I liked it. I sent it to everyone for review. I couldn't print it out, but I was gonna make some copies before I came tonight just to, put it in everyone's hand, but I'm not sure if anyone saw it. Did everyone?
I did.
You saw
Yeah,
it? Okay.
yeah, I saw, I looked at it. It looked good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I made that, so I gotta fix a few dates on there. Mark pointed it out, thanks for that, Mark.
Spelling error, killing me. I was gonna say, killing me.
But other than that, I did it pretty quickly, so, it took like an hour or so, but, for what it was. But yeah, so I need to get the orders in for the awards or for the contest for the different age brackets. So I do need to make a motion to release the funds for that. And then I'll get that on order, and that's it. That's what I got so far.
So that's just a standard awards, I don't know anything about.
It's just the prizes for the
Yeah, yeah,
winners, yeah.
yeah.
And then we present
do
them
we
at
wanna-
the board roast, and then, like the tackle boxes, everything's gonna stay the same.
Okay.
I mean, the gentleman the ownership at the bait shop, we're still gonna go through them for that. The ownership didn't change, or the ownership did change, excuse me, but we did talk to the gentleman doing the same thing this year. I haven't touched base with him this year yet, but I will, and I don't anticipate any changes with that based on our conversations from last year, so I don't anticipate anything to change.
Who
So
is the new owner?
I can't recall his name top of my head.
Some guy from Wixom.
Oh, yeah?
Real nice guy.
Yeah, he was a regular
He was-
customer of there, and yeah.
he-
and
oh, just
decided he kind
okay.
of wanted to do something else. That's
Yeah.
what the previous owner was telling me.
Yeah, the previous owner, he walked them through everything, gave them everything about how we did things here at the village, made sure that they knew, so I feel extremely confident with him. He knows, to do it last year and, previous owner. They said they would have communication still, but, it's been a year, so we'll see how, but I don't think with the transition, I felt really confident based on talking to the previous owner and the new owner, so I don't anticipate any hiccups.
And when do we normally send out flyers for that?
Probably after, when is this year?
13th.
So we'll probably soon. I mean,
Okay, so then you
want to
probably
give them
want
at
to
least,
get your...
so we'll definitely, yeah, I would get the, once you make the corrections, get it to Paige. And then I would assume Paige is submitted, or is going to be submitting the permit application. Because that goes through the village. The village upstairs does that for us.
Oh, we need to get her to submit, okay.
Dave
Sure.
signs it and
Good to know.
everything, so
Yeah.
usually it's just automatic, they just do it. So, but, yeah, we just check with them and make sure she gets the new flyer.
Yeah, I'll follow up with her this week. I was gonna, pursue that more this week, get the flyer done, get that updated, and then I'll follow up. Thanks for letting me know about the permit. I didn't know about that, Mark.
Just remembered it.
Yeah, we'll get that done this week, and so we can get that all in line, and then I'll communicate with the bait shop this week, get that done, so it's off our plate, and report next month.
Do we need to release funds?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll make a motion to, how much do we need?
Budgeted,
I don't know whatever the budget amount is.
I believe it's budgeted funds, so
I think it was like
I
$1,500.
believe it is. But I can, if you bear with me, I can actually figure it out. Works, improvement, function, 1,500.
Okay, so I make a motion to release funds of $1,500 for the fishing contest.
Second.
All in favor?
It's a roll call.
Do we have to roll call?
Roll call, please.
Who was the second, if you don't mind?
I was, me, Carrico.
Breakovich,
Yes.
Carrico,
Yes.
Toronto,
Yes?
Longbreak,
Yes.
Giromini,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
and Matt.
Yes.
I keep forgetting it's me. Thank you. Corn roast. Ingram?
I don't have any updates. I think our next meeting is this next coming Monday, so as far as I know, everything is in motion.
I will not, I know I said I will be there, but I will not be there. I'll be on vacation.
What time is the meeting?
Seven.
7?
Should we just call it 7?
Yeah.
Guys work.
At Claire Miller, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the weather's holding up. It's usually the way to be.
And I mean, that's just what they do upstairs automatically. We don't have to put out,
The village will post it.
yeah, they already know that.
They'll post, Paige will make the agenda.
Yeah.
It's very light. Yeah, they'll do all that for us.
So for my end of that, we did get the deposit in for the ponies. So
Okay.
that's all done. That's all I know. Holiday decorating contest, which is me. I have.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I would suggest that we go ahead and release funds now for the corn roast.
Oh, okay.
So that when we start really spending, we're not forgetting to do that, because
Do you
otherwise,
know what that budget is?
10 grand.
So do I have a motion to release budgeted funds for the?
I'll make the
corn roast?
motion to release funds for the corn roast this coming September.
Second?
Can I get a roll call, please?
Carrico,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Giromini,
Yes.
Breakovich,
Yes.
Longbreak.
Yes.
Toronto.
Yes.
All good?
Motion passes.
Motion passes.
Yeah, just it's always better to have them released now than forget
Yeah.
later.
Decorating contest. So our first one will be Halloween decorating or fall, and then Christmas. I've come up with some categories, but right now it's just all scribbles on my paper.
Okay.
So I will send it out to you guys, and then we'll talk about it in July, so that we have all that ready. So snacks with Santa.
So I haven't done anything with that yet, so.
Literally.
I do need to call and confirm a date with Santa Sam,
Okay.
but that's pretty much an autopilot, so.
You know, we did, now that Cody's here, we did forget to do something, was to, we didn't know if you were going to be absent, and we didn't excuse you. but
Oh,
you're here
okay. No,
now.
I'm sorry, I'm late. I got lost in the midst of moving, so I forgot that, what time was, so I
Okay.
just
Yeah,
moved by. So I'm here though.
and then same with the letters to Santa.
Yeah,
There's not much there.
it's nothing to do
standard
yet. It's-
operating every year.
We're still waiting for Sandy, he's still building the toys.
Yeah, just like,
He doesn't build toys. He's got people for that.
No, he's building the toys. He's short on people, haven't you heard? It's hard to find help out there, guys. Even Santa's out there
He's got the
working.
unwanted sign out there, and apparently being treated
waiting for
candy
lumber
doesn't look
prices to
like-
go down.
yeah, he's waiting for lumber prices to go down. Jump on it.
Used to pay those in
What toys are not going to be available
Now
this
they're
year?
making building names.
Yeah, they're up in the game.
We're on, yeah, we're out right now.
M, any new or additional events? Gabe? I just wrote it out because
I'm still new. I kind of count as an additional event.
Well, we talked about that, what did you call it? Community
Exchange.
exchange.
Some of your
Yeah, we talked about, no, it wasn't me.
No, were you gonna go drive by?
I don't know anything about it.
Somebody was gonna, okay, I'll go drive by.
Julie did mention that you had said something to her, but she didn't bring it up today.
Okay, all right, well, I'll take that on. Okay. To be discussed later.
I did notice there was, I don't know if we talked about this or someone pointed out at the last meeting, but it was about a book exchange, right? We were talking about?
A
or-
community exchange, so, could be anything.
food plants,
Food,
things like
plant,
that.
yeah,
Because we
especially-
have the little libraries.
That's what I was gonna say. I
already.
just
We've got
wanted to point that out.
two at Clay
Yeah.
Miller, we've got one at Amelia.
I didn't know.
I think
Didn't
that's all.
remember.
We have one other. So people use those, but we don't have anything that's more, I think, oriented towards if you need something, like, you know, a way to,
Yeah.
if somebody's, you know, you can put food there, you can put things there, and somebody can.
Food, okay, cool.
Like you have extra tomato plant,
Yeah,
tomatoes.
Got it. That's what it was more geared towards. Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to understand
Yeah.
because I thought we threw the book thing out there, too, the book idea, because it was, I didn't know if we talked about it last time, but I just wanted to point it out that because I've been kayaking more and I noticed that as I've been going to the beaches, so, yeah.
Yeah, a few of the beaches have their own, a few of the HOs and stuff.
They do, yeah, the book exchange. So it was kind of cool. I was just like, when I went and I knew we were talking about it, I'm like, oh, look at this. So I checked it out a little bit, so.
The other thing that a subdivision I used to work at, I got an email the other day, and they're having like a dog walk event.
Was it like a
And-
dog show? Like a dog show?
Well, not really a show, they're just all meeting up with their dogs in costumes or whatever, and they're hanging out and having some brewskis and stuff like
Dogs
that.
are the owners.
There's doggy beer now.
Dogs would be like going, "Ew."
We've had some that used to lick them up and
Well, there's like that, there's that little girl that does the dog show.
Yeah, I
She's been
know,
doing that for a
she
few years.
did she do it last year?
I haven't seen, she did it this past summer, which I
Did
think
she?
was like the big one. But I haven't seen her. She lives right on Wolverine Drive. I haven't seen
Yeah,
her. lately.
kind of keep your eye out for her.
Yeah.
But anyway, maybe we could piggyback off of her and publicize it or something.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, 'cause she had a good
everybody
turnout, I
likes
think.
their, and they love it. Who doesn't love their dog, you know?
And even if you don't have a dog, it's like
Yes.
it's like grandbabies. It's not your
Yeah.
kid, so you
You know, you can
have
bring,
it,
just,
and
you know those
it's gone.
leashes
Just
that
leave
you
it.
get
You
that
send it
are
home with
like,
someone else.
the leashes that are like hard and you
My
look-
style.
you, like pretend you're walking your dog.
Like the invisible leash.
Yeah, have you seen?
Remember those? The invisible dog leash?
Yeah, you just like pretend you're walking your dog.
Actually
There's
bought
no
those and
dog
walked
there.
with them?
I think you had a few
That would be my
brewskis.
dog.
Do you know when she normally had it? Was it around?
I think it was in August.
It was right around the,
Probably
it was
find it on
right
the
around,
Wolverine Lake
it was,
page.
I remember it was
That's
like
what
the
I was
week
saying,
before the fishing contest.
I know her, but I
Yeah.
haven't
Because
seen
I
her.
remember
know
we
her?
were talking.
Can you
I know
reach
her.
out to her?
Well, I don't, she's
This little girl put this together, they were complaining.
But I
It
haven't
was
seen
awesome.
her.
I could probably find it on
Can
like the
you-
Wolverine Lake page. If you just search like dog show, it probably
Yeah.
will show up.
All right, you
Yeah.
want to do that and see if we can kind of, I think that would be a fun thing this
Sure.
summer for somebody to do, get some kids out of the house
Yeah.
for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So it's not run by us?
Well, she does it, but maybe we can, I don't know.
Make it
If she's
Promote it?
still thinking about doing it, maybe we can.
I mean, that was, like you said, that was really popular when they did, like this last year. It was
Yeah.
the biggest I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Where does she have it,
Even-
like, in her house?
She had it.
No,
at-
she
Is
was
that
right
Access,
across from
wasn't it?
that Access.
It was the one with the slide. The one, yeah, the one on Wolverine was the little plastic slide.
Yep, not Nantucket.
Not that I've ever been on the slide. No, it's only for
We
little
don't
kids.
know. That's a
Now
problem.
you can check, because I'm from Parks and Recs, they say it's being
Yeah,
inspection.
I got it inspected.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just, when I got that email, I go, oh, yeah.
I think I did mention it to her way back, but that was like before the pandemic, of maybe like getting us involved.
'Cause I think she started in 2019, that was the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
We were
somebody
talking about, yeah.
who takes their dog there all the
2020
time,
threw
so.
that all over. It's-
Where were you thinking about having it, like Claire Miller?
Well, I don't know, it's
Or-
just an idea that I came across my, the internet, and I thought, yeah, we could do it at Clara Miller for sure.
Yep.
You know,
Dog bags, poop bags.
frisbees, I don't know.
So who supplies the poop bags up at the park?
The village buys them.
Okay, because there wasn't any.
Well, we can encourage
Took my
everybody.
dog.
Little tennis balls to
Yeah.
throw poop at stuff.
So, okay,
Well,
so
that's
you're gonna
'cause the
check
kids are
into
taking
it?
over them.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Okay, let me know what you find out
Okay.
about it, and then
Okay.
maybe I'll reach out to her and see how we can help, or maybe move it to Clara Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to rain on a parade.
Right, if she wants to
She's
keep
doing a
her
great
own, if
job.
she wants to keep her own, then that's
Yeah.
more power to her. But
Right.
if she would like to make it bigger, we can help her.
Yeah, she was impressive. I think she was only like middle school. And she
Yeah.
was like up on a little podium, like speaking in front of everyone
that's
and
great.
handing out awards. And
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I wasn't there. I saw it on Facebook though.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. On to
end of story.
Pending, anybody else? Okay. Pending business? Shelving update at Claire Miller.
All right, well, all right, let's put it this way, the shelving is in, it looks really nice, and it fits perfectly. I mean, it's unbelievable, like this much room. I did call Dave Gillum and asked him to ask Andy to be sure to anchor it down. So I do not know whether or not that has been done, but I did call on Wednesday, right up our Tuesdays in Park, to see if he would do that, so that we could start organizing it and putting everything up, so we can get it ready, so it'll be nice from there, we can find things. So that's the matter, I'm just waiting, on that, that's basically it.
Was there something that needed to be fixed? I thought you said-
Oh, no, I already fixed
With
it.
the
I fixed
electrical,
it. Oh, that's it.
the water was repaired.
Yeah, the shelf, it's just the plastic top.
Yeah,
will come
Mark
down.
actually fixed
okay.
it. Mark
Oh,
fixed it while we
okay.
were there.
I remember.
And then Mark and I pushed it in place where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so-
So it was a matter of me just telling Dave, it's just how it is, if he can anchor it down, so it'll be safe for us to, so we don't have to worry about
Because they do
things
wobble a
falling.
little bit, so yeah, it would be
Yeah.
nice.
I forgot, I guess we should probably call Dave though and ask about ordering
I was gonna
a
say,
ladder.
should we-
We did not do that.
Oh, okay.
I can do that.
Should we order more bins too, so that?
I think we should kind of wait
Oh,
to
do we
see.
have enough?
Because we're going to empty some this week with
Whatever,
crafts.
yeah,
We're
what's
going to
the-
empty some.
We're going to do the purge at the.
We need to
Oh,
purchase,
yeah, next-
see what we
next-
have.
next-
I mean,
yeah, next
we can
Tuesday.
kind of use some of them temporary, and I'd rather, I mean, we have some, let's use those. I hate to buy things if we don't know what we
I was
need.
just thinking, like, so we'd be ready when we start.
We do, but even like for now, like a lot of the paper towels are in a big case container for now. We can just put those things there,
Yeah, yeah.
just get it organized. And a lot of Diane's crafts are already organized.
well organized.
It's a matter of maybe making a smaller case that'll have for like Tuesdays in the parks or wherever, or like the 5K run, tape, kind of like a first aid craft kit, like tape and glue and scissors, paper and pens. We can grab easily instead of having to look through the crafts for like scissors, things like that. Oh, we need to look for our banners, by the way, for Tuesdays in the
I
park.
think they're back there. I'll stop.
Sorry, off subject, it just dawned on me where to think about it. So, but we could order bins,
No,
but I think we should kind of wait to see what we need. So we don't
When are we
waste.
going to do the organization? Do we want to pick
We
a
need to
date?
come up, I think probably the best thing would be to do to get 2 or 3 of us who have the time to do it, because I think it would get overwhelming with all of us, there's so many of us now, and who wants to do it, and we'll just pick a time and a date and start doing it.
When are you available? You're going to be busy.
I'm available most days from 11 o'clock on. Most days I am. I'm available. I don't leave until July, so I'm fine until then.
No, I thought, isn't there somebody there?
Oh, it's September. Oh, no. We better be organized way before then.
For some reason, I thought it was like the end of the month.
And I'm just the mother of the groom. I don't have as much responsibilities. So, yeah, I'm game, whoever would like to do it. Let me know, because I just saw, I have some ideas on how we should do it, but
Do we have to wait till it's anchored?
we should. Well, we probably should, but I mean, or some of us could go in and start purging. I guess if someone has like, not to pick a new Diane, but you've done a lot with like the Christmas and you've done the Easter Bunny. Those, if you can, we can go through those things and what is good, what isn't. I mean, you guys have done this for years and use your expertise if we need it, if we don't need it.
We get to get a dumpster out there?
Well, we'll have a dumpster ready for the corn roast, so we can just do
Oh, okay.
purge then.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do it on Sunday so you can throw it in the trash.
Yeah, well, we could just take it back in my car. I mean, I should just take it and put it in the dumpsters here, the DPW here. I mean, for the village. I mean, I asked when we cleaned out here, I asked if that's where we put it. We did, so it's village items, so I think we could do that. I'm getting, someone let me know when you want to get together.
Any Monday.
Any Monday?
Any Monday.
Okay,
Got those Mondays off.
all right. Just at the end, I don't have your phone number. You have everybody else, so at the end.
Okay.
Give it to me, that'd be great.
To the public.
No, for a good time.
It is.
So, all right.
Any
All
village
the single ladies out there, the number is.
So, that's it.
Okay, so I can help, or, I mean, I have the key, but I will not be available Monday through Thursday next week.
Next week, okay.
Okay, Veterans Memorial Subcommittee, have we met?
May, but the new benches came in, we put them together, and we began installation on Friday, and we finished it up today. We just let the concrete set over the weekend. So the two new benches that are running between the arch and the rest of the memorial, they're in, it looks really, they just sealed, they tightened it up real nice.
Gonna have to go see that.
It's just, I don't know, it's good, and the color all match real nicely, so it looks great. We did the, at Memorial Day, we did get the VFW out there, and somebody played taps at 3 o'clock, which is a thing on Memorial Day, where at Veterans Memorials, taps is played, so that was done. It was really neat. And so and then when we were out there, we noticed there was people who put down, like, each coin, if you, quarter, penny, nickel, each thing represents a relationship to the person on the brick. So, or if it's a casing, represents something else. And I can't remember what, like, it's from family of the veteran to I was there when they died, kind of thing. And so people went, so for Memorial Day, people had actually gone out and placed those coins and the casings and things like that out there. So that was neat to learn. And bricks are going to be ordered this week and should be in then. We'll put those in the ground. And same with the plaques that we have to order,
So is there, like, not that a whole bunch of people are watching, but if somebody's watching and wants to buy brick, they have to have it in tomorrow, or?
that would be helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
If not, we'll eventually do another order,
Yeah.
so it's not as though. Yeah.
I was in the village hall today and I saw the brick that laying on the display case. I mean, the carving that the engraving that they did, it looked really good. Looks like it's in there good, and kind of wish I would have looked at getting a brick, to be honest with you. Getting one.
You have to tomorrow?
I've got time, so that's good news. So I
That memorial
should
will
probably
outlive all of us. So
gotta go back up there tomorrow. So yeah,
Yeah, they
I'll talk to him about it because I did have interest in it. Yeah.
And if you go down to the memorial, you'll see what we use, the engraving we use system. It's holding up really well.
Yeah.
So,
You can go online, right, to order the...
you can order online, yep. Or you can go to the village website and they'll give you a link.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Things like that. Or you can fill out the brochure as well.
I'm gonna look at that after the meeting because yeah, I mean it looked really nice and contributed to be great.
Oh, and that tree got planted. Yeah, I think I mentioned last meeting. So it is something that will turn red in the fall. And that is the first color tree in that section of the park, so that'll be nice. It's tiny right now, but as it matures, it'll be a nice
Especially in the fall.
view, yeah.
Is somebody, I assume Fred or somebody's watering it?
We watered it while we were there, but then I know the garden club is supposed to maintain it until it's established and everything. But, yeah.
Well, what's going on with the Peace Corps?
I was just looking at my notes for that one. When is that happening?
It's in July.
17th, I think I read.
What is it?
The Peace Pool. I did get the.
July 17th, I was
They did
reading.
invite the council members. So, and amongst other dignitaries. But I don't have much else. I can see what I've gotten forwarded to you guys. I'll let you know. But yeah, I haven't heard a ton otherwise.
Do they decide where they want to put it at all, or?
Because we were supposed to pick, somebody was supposed to pick the languages we wanted.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we could check
Check with Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought of everything after I left the office today.
So the rule of thumb when you chair, write everything down because you're gonna forget.
Well,
I did it every time.
I had my planned agenda, and then when I asked about the bus, and that threw everything into,
Yep.
I forgot everything else.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I got the remote here. Menia Park update?
That giant weed that people posted, it's gone, so. Pulled that.
We went looking the other day. Julie took me, I think last Friday. I go, where's this weed?
I was like, it's a weed. I don't know what that, I didn't know that was the one that people were talking about. But I was like, why is this weed still there? I walked over to that. I was like,
What was it, like a
"That's-
milkweed or something?
Yeah, it was like a 3-foot weed. It wasn't even a milkweed. It was just 3 feet. It was gigantic though. I was like, how did nobody call this thing?
Well, she asked people comments, and some like, oh, it's the evening of Primrose, and I didn't know if it ever got pulled or
It
not.
was ugly. There was a couple other things. So, but otherwise, I was hard with fine.
Claire Miller grant update?
So I don't know if this was, so the in order for the grant to go through officially, the state has to approve the budget for that. Well, the Senate or the House or somebody sent it back to committee, that section, the DNR stuff. So it'll eventually get passed, I'm pretty confident. But technically, it's not official. The good news there is it's giving our prime professional time to do some of the groundwork and the base stuff, and our clock hasn't started yet. So we have 2 years from the date of the approval of it at the state level to do everything. So that's not as bad there. The only problem, of course, is the longer the delay with the way the inflation is, the more stuff's going to cost. But, yeah, that's about it there.
Have we set like a maximum, like, hey, like, I want, like, let's say that right now today, let's just say the cost for everything hypothetically is like $100, right? Have we set like a max ceiling for like the amount of money that the council has allowed, or did we just set like a flat fee?
Well, when we applied for the grant, we applied for a $100,000 match. So based on that, we have to put up $100,000 to get the $100,000. And if you deviate from that or you want to go over that, you have to resubmit everything. So we are right now budgeted for the village to pay, technically the village will put up $200,000 and then get reimbursed $100,000. But yeah, that's how that works. So that's where we're kind of sitting at right now.
Okay. I was just curious because like.
That was 2 years ago practically that we did the application and everything, so prices may have changed.
Right.
Which could affect the scope and everything else.
That's why I bring it up, because like my concern is, let's say that, let's just say like we quoted like the, whatever play structure was, said, hey, this is gonna cost X amount of money, and the costs increase. Should we look at like something that's maybe a little bit less because we're gonna anticipate the cost to increase, but if we go for something a little bit less, we're gonna be in the wheelhouse for the, what council approved. I'm just bringing up.
That will partially be through the prime professional. That's partially his job to make sure that whatever he brings to us is probably in line with what we're budgeting.
Okay,
So
cool.
we'll hopefully be able to make those adjustments.
Yeah, I was
Things
just,
like that. And should
Voice
prices,
manager.
I mean, obviously prices, if they've gone up, there is the ability for the village to partially fund this through donation, so we can start selling things off, like benches and trees and sponsor things and things like that.
Get a
That is,
sponsor. Okay.
that is an accepted option with the grant, that is explicitly written in the grant, that you can do that. Technically speaking, a city, a municipality doesn't have to spend a dime of their own money if they can get it all donated.
Right.
Chances are tiny that would happen. Plus, there's other ways we could potentially mitigate costs through like using our own DPW to do some of the work for like the grading and things like that potentially, and that would be ways to also help with that. But yeah, the material itself is just going to be more than likely more expensive. We'll see, because we're not going to order any of that this year. They'll all be ordered next year, and who knows? what
yeah,
we'll
we
do.
don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of ideas to get in front of that, because I don't want any, like, obstacles, right? I'm sure we might have some, but, just trying to think ahead, so. Cool.
Says here blood drive, which was tabled on May 15th. I think
Yeah.
Still gonna look like the state Richardson can do it, or?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to pick it up, the last time I left off with it, the size of the space that we could provide was the issue.
Which was here.
Right. So, and then I've just got busy and I haven't picked it back up, but if anyone wants to pick it up, great. If not, I think we should remove it from the minutes.
I'd be willing to pick that one
I was
up.
like,
I could-
nurse?
There you go. And I'll get you the contact with them over there, Gabe. And
Like I said, I don't even, like, that's the problem, is like, you're saying the size, like, I don't even know if you'd really be able to do it at the Richardson Center either. So that's the thing, like, I don't know, where would you?
They want us to do it.
That's, yeah, exactly, and I doubt that they'd want you to do it there, so like, it'd be like,
It would probably have to be on a weekend or at night.
yeah, something like that.
I mean, I don't know why they, I don't know.
It'd be something to try at, because that'd be the best shot, like you said.
Because we had it at our church, and the one time we used just this one room, which would easily be like one of their kitchen area, their
Yeah.
dining areas, so.
You-
Well, we asked for like here, they said this wasn't large enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised at, the fact that they said this isn't big enough, like, it's like, I don't know if it was because of COVID.
Yeah, it could be.
That may have changed some of that.
Exactly, that may
Yeah.
have changed, been like, never mind, we need the blood anyways. So. At a certain point, they just want their blood. So. But what can we say? Healthcare workers, we're vampires. We poke you and we take your blood, and
So
we don't give it back, sorry.
So if you look into it, you can always look and see what was the issue here.
Yeah, it'd be something to reach out on. I'd definitely reach out and see what we can do about it.
Liaison reports, planning commission, we still don't have anybody appointed, correct, Mark?
There was, they have not assigned anybody.
Council liaison, we still have no idea, because I know it too.
Yeah, so council met last week, I think, was it last week? Or whatever. And it's been a busy few weeks.
Yeah, it's been
One of the first things we did was we approved Gabe for Parks and Rec and another gentleman for the zoning board. So that was good. And the zoning board guy was actually extremely well qualified for zoning, which will hopefully he'll be able to provide a lot of good input as they debate certain issues and things come before them. We bought a whole bunch of grinder pumps because for the sanitary sewer system, because we're super low. Unfortunately, prices are climbing on those significantly, so us and Commerce are going to go out for quotes on those things to see if we can get better prices. We approved the budget for 22-23 fiscal year. If you guys have any specifics about what we approved for us, let me know. No debates. A bunch of stuff, like just approving insurance, things like that. We did lock up the chief through July 31st, 2024. Chief Ellsworth, the new contract, and that is his retirement date, or so he states. So, July 31st, 2024. So that's what he said. And we also hired Kristen Skotsky as a full-time police officer. You may have known her as Officer Beaudry before. She used to be with us, and then she left right around COVID and is now back with us. And she's a village resident, so that's kind of cool to have a cop living in the village. We made some agreements with Wixom about like jail and things like that, and records keeping for the police. We increased pay for the treasurer and stuff for the fiscal year. And then we did some other, just more standard stuff. In regards to paving, they finished Phase 1 already, and Phase 2 was scheduled to start after the 4th. But because they finished Phase 1 so early, they decided to get started early, and they started with Claire Miller Park today.
I saw that.
Yeah, Dave didn't know about Mr. Administrator didn't know until he drove by. So communication could have been better from the paving company, but that does mean that we won't have any worries with Tuesdays in the park and things like that interrupting us, because they should finish this week. The park is still open. He has just advised people if they do want to use the park to go park on Brisbane. So Julie will be ecstatic. But
I did ask, because that was, I
They've
wondered
been
about the
parking
bus.
along Benn Steen, I noticed
yeah,
that,
which is
on the way there.
That's terrifying.
it's not ideal. And then
we'll be done by next Thursday.
She said Friday, weather.
this week, it should be done this week.
The weather's supposed to be good.
And the weather, like today was only any rain, and so I would assume that I'm guessing they grounded today. They're probably going to be doing the next couple days, just getting it all leveled and properly done, and then they'll paint it Thursday and Friday. And it's 1 billion degrees outside, so it won't be a problem at all. And then they will start, I don't know if they'll start Phase 2 early or not, but if they don't, either way, it's going to be like Wolverine Drive and the
They've
outer
already
roads.
started.
Oh, yeah, they already started that.
Today.
That's Phase 2, yeah, they did that already.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I was surprised going, no, same
So
thing.
they're hustling. They're trying to get it done. They know, hard and fast period, they've got to get this done before the 3rd.
Yeah.
So that was dictated very clearly to them if they wanted to start this stuff early. So
Whoever said it, they need to say it again. 'Cause, I mean, it hit home apparently, because they're flying through it.
yeah, it's good. So yeah, that's about it there.
Park and, Commerce Parks and Recreation. There's no one here. Do we know who that is?
I don't recall her name,
It
but
was Kathy.
Kathy stepped
Yeah.
down, and it's
Oh,
somebody
okay.
new who I believe is there meeting
Okay.
and stuff. So from what I understand, I do not remember her name. off the top of my head.
Any comments from board members?
I have one regarding the corn roast.
Oh, yeah.
We already passed that agenda item, but I did contact the florist. They said that they're unsure about the pricing, but they are sure that we can get the same amount as we did last year for that issue.
For the
There's no
corn?
way they would know the pricing right now.
No, they're like, they have no idea. They're like, we'll tell you as soon as we get pricing.
It's so early, and it's so volatile.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to Julie and Samantha for coming in and stepping up, and they seem
Yeah.
excited about the beautification, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that beautification's gonna do something and
Is
keep
it
it going.
Samantha or Amanda?
Oh, Amanda, I'm
It's
sorry.
Amanda.
I'm so
Amanda,
sorry.
okay.
And I thought I'd been like, oh my gosh, that
I
is
didn't want
pretty
to correct you.
Oh, please do.
Well, I just wanted to make sure I didn't get it.
Amanda.
Like, did I hear it
I'm
right?
going to wait till after.
And hey, Gary, welcome to the board officially. You're one of us now.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Here to serve the public. I do it for all you out there, all the viewers.
And I will be absent on the next, this is my comment, I will be gone for the next Tuesdays in the park and the next meeting. I will be gone.
It is Amanda.
Amanda,
When are
okay.
you,
I leave the 12th, and I will be home to the 23rd.
7/12, okay.
Nice
I hope you have a good time.
I'm sure I will.
Thanks, everybody, for coming, and
Thank you.
Good
for
job on your
making
first
it
meeting,
an
Lori.
enjoyment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Other than when you forgot that you're the one who had to talk.
I know. It's like, oh, wait, I have to go on, don't I?
It's on the page.
Wait, it's me.
Well, then, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.